Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about, I guess, who to reroll for. Now, it's not a video I want to really make right now, but a lot of people keep asking me on comments in the Discord, and then also on live streams. A lot of people keep asking me, and if it's something like, if it's one of these videos where I don't really want to make these types of videos until something big is happening, then, and it's like only one person's asking for it, then I'll kind of just stall it out and wait until something big is coming and then do like a rerolled video. I mean, this is the first one I've actually ever done, so keep that in mind. But yeah, just because we're going to talk about who to reroll for, because like I said, in the future they're gonna have a character. Very soon they're gonna have a character that might be a very good character, and it might be a character worth rerolling for too, but we don't know right now. So obviously, when re-rolling for this game, there's a lot of great characters, right? Obviously, this game consists three types of units, being attackers, defenders, and supporters, and all of them are good, right? The top three characters in the game as of right now, I want to say, consist of two attackers and a supporter, obviously being Scarlet, Modernia, and Litter. I want to say those are the top three best units in the game right now overall. So keep that in mind, right? Now, when re-rolling, obviously I think you're gonna want to go for a DPS, right? Because like I said, a lot of, even though this game does concern or contain attackers, supporters, and defenders, a lot of supporters and defenders are top tier characters in the game. For example, Senti is a this is the best defender in the game. This is the best defender in the game, right? But this is not a character you want to re-roll for, because she's not going to take you far enough, right? She's going to be very good survivability wise, but in terms of actual damage, I don't feel like she's going to be as good, right? Now, when re-rolling, you're going to want to re-roll for this girl right here, right? This is a character you want to re-roll for. You want your account to guaranteed have either this girl, Haran, which is this girl right here. This is another really good DPS, probably third best overall. DPS, would I say she's the best, third best DPS overall? Probably. And then obviously the last one is a character known as Scarlet. I don't have her, so let me show you what she looks like. This is Scarlet. This is her. This is a character you want to have. Now, out of all three of those characters, this is the number one pick. This is the number one pick you want to start your account off with. And number two is Modernia. Now, Modernia and Scarlet are very similar, right? A lot of people consider Modernia to be the best character in the game. A lot of people consider Scarlet to be the best character in the game. So either this girl right here or Scarlet, one of those two, and you can keep going. You can go on right there, right? The moment you get one of the two, just take it and continue your day. Now, characters you want to get with them is going to be this girl. If you can get an account with Modernia or Scarlet and Litter, or all three of them, you've won. You've hit the jackpot. Getting Litter on your account early on is very good, because she's the only character in the game that has this ability right here. I mean, I think actually, let me check. Somebody told me Coco has that ability. I don't think Coco does, but somebody said Coco has the ability to also rebuild cover, which it doesn't look like she can. Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about. Yeah, but somebody told me that Coco could rebuild cover as well, which is just wrong. But Litter is the only character who can fix or heal, I want to say, covers, right? Heal your covers, which is going to be good. Her burst skill is a 5-second, like, burst skill, but it's a 20-second cooldown burst skill. 5 seconds, but it's a massive attack buff to all allies. And then her burst skill, or her first skill, is also, an all allies affected thing, and basically when she uses her burst skill a certain amount of times, these will stack, I want to say. So everybody's max capacity for 5 seconds will increase, their crit damage for 5 seconds will increase, and their attack for 5 seconds will increase every time you use a burst skill. Like, those effects will add on, and then it will stay there, and then basically just stack, I want to say. So yeah, you definitely want to start your account off with Modernia or Scarlet or Litter, right? Now, there's a lot of other great characters that are not necessary to go for. For example, Noah. This is a very good tank. I want to say this is actually the best tank in the game overall. In terms of just skills, right? I still think Senti is better than Noah, but in terms of just a general tank, I feel like I want to say Noah is better, because she is a character who gives you a massive defensive boost. She gives invincibility to all allies. She taunts for free, and then she also has a 10% chance to have damage reduction for all allies as well, right? The 10% chance is not really that crazy, but she's a very tanky, like, support tank character. She's definitely going to be probably one of the better ones to have. But she's definitely not a character you want to reroll for. Now, if you just want a good DPS, then there's other characters you can reroll for. Laplace, I want to say from early on, maybe till late game, because in terms of bosses, this girl is one of the best boss killers. I generally think she is the best boss killer overall in the entire game. In terms of just rushing a boss's HP, it's between her, Snow White, Maxwell, and Power. But I feel like she's definitely going to be the best one there, in my opinion. Privity is not a character you need to reroll for, even though she's a very, very good character. You get her for free, right? I believe after 7 days or 12 days, you get her for free. So definitely, like, you don't have to worry about pulling this character, right? She's a character you get for free. Do not worry about her, right? Pepper is another good character you could start your account off with, right? Just to start off with a healer. She's going to be a better one to have. So the ideal reroll account, I want to say, will be Modernia or Scarlet. Okay, this is like the best one. Modernia, Scarlet, and Litter. That's your best. Like, if you can get all three in one multi, that's great. You're not going to. I'm sorry. The chances of that are literally like none. They're not gonna get that. But if you can, then sure, by all means, go crazy. Cause that's insane. That's an insane multi. If you don't want that, you can just go for Scarlet, just go for Modernia, and build your account on from there. Again, just having one of the two is very, very good, because these characters are characters who will take you through the entire game. Right? A character like Modernia and a character like Scarlet will genuinely take you through the entire game in terms of a DPS. And having both of them on a team is like cheating. Literally. Just having one of them is broken. So imagine having two of them, right? It's literally like cheating, because you have characters who are just doing way too much damage and stuff like that, right? So keep that in mind. Haran, again, I feel like this is going to be a better character to take you through early game. And mid game, I don't feel like Haran performs as well late game, right? But as if you're rerolling, you don't have to worry about late game, right? But early on, this girl is a girl that will perform very well, actually. One of the better ones as well, because of how she works. Virus transfer, pierce effect, and then also a massive AoE, like, burst skill. Very, very broken. She's a character who could take you through the entire, not the entire game, but like majority of the game, right? Until end game, I want to say, realistically. And then that's really it, right? There's a lot of other great characters in this game, but I don't feel like you should reroll for them, right? For example, Alice is not a character you should reroll for. Snow White, you could, but again, I feel like just you might as well reroll for Modernia or Scarlet. She's not that great of a character in terms of like general DPS. She's really just a boss killer, I want to say. I mean, she's good obviously as a general DPS, but her focus is being a boss killer, and you don't need a boss killer, right? If you don't want to go for Modernia and Scarlet, or if you get tired, you could always take a Laplace or Drake, right? Drake is another good DPS. You could take a Laplace or Drake, this girl right here. You could take one of those two for your DPS. But I highly, highly recommend, you guys will see, like, go for Modernia or go for Scarlet. You will understand. Even with Laplace, even with Drake, they could take you so far, but not as far as Modernia and Scarlet. Scarlet could take you from the beginning to the end of the game. Modernia could take you from the beginning to the end of the game. Laplace could take you from the beginning to, somewhat the end. She could take you from the beginning to the end of the game as well, but not as, like, efficient as Modernia and Scarlet. So definitely let me know what you guys think. If you guys are rerolling, if you ever plan on rerolling, please Modernia and Scarlet, just to show you guys again who Scarlet is, because I do not have her. This right here is Scarlet, right? She has a big umbrella on her head and a sword of, like, this is her, right? She has a full-blown sword going across her. And then also Modernia is, you guys know, hopefully this is Modernia. This is the characters you want to go for sure. So for now, that's going to be it. It's your boy Zxous, and I'm out. Later. Peace.